cosign. I stopped thinking about the future cause we got no time. The world changed. Damn. The world changed. Yeah, I tried and failed. I see my best friends jail, but betrayal was the real pain. Damn, the world changed. Look, I built walls around the house, networking. All these bloodsuckers, I just hope this networking. Soul searching, broken hearted with my chest hurting. But I was gifted with the best curses. I'm suffocating and my weight keep fluctuating. I showed love, how the you hating? Damn, I'm the greatest, but that's unrelated. I either overstay my welcome or I'm underrated. Lately I've been trying to wake sleepers. The fake woke and the gatekeepers. Too shallow for big fish, I stay deeper. We all gotta meet the same reaper and the same maker, even if we never touch the same paper. Made enough for a surplus quotas, but the money brought us much closer. Used to be silent when they load up, remember that? Now they sit around and upload them. I swear the world changed. I swear to God the world changed. Used to tell her that you love her, now you can't even remember that girl name. I swear to God the world changed. The world changed.
Welcome to Weekly Strategy. Each week you can find valuable information about your upcoming opponent. This shows some basic stats about your upcoming opponent. You can also view more specific play calling information by asking.
I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze a big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My hustle supposed to fill up a room. Hop on a flight, take a trip to Peru. The hop in the whip that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm no money, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh, 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 ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Easy, got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate to say. Let them talk about it. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Every week I got a mission to get it. Hop on a flight and then finish in business. I'm sitting in business, just look at the ticket. A traveling man, I'm switching to pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it, I know that you mad. Putting up numbers and flipping the digits again and again and again. Well, you get it. Elevate and enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more than dollars. Still on the ground, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are your mananas.
Tonight, from Seattle, Washington, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Tonight we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right out of the gate, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Seattle Seahawks. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Jefferson going to go in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Off the play fake, Cousins. That's down the field for Jefferson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full.
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Over the middle and hauled in by Osborne. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison, 15 yards. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And that goes for a gain of 31.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even
he's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Josh Oliver, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Back to Nwangu again on first down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on fourth down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Still in the first. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play.
Leap it, he will make the catch. A big pickup of 38.
There's certainly a lot of quality receivers on this team, so he's no lock to make this squad. But the way he's got to do it, make every routine catch that comes his way, and mix in some of the big-time ones like the one we just saw there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. They have a great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal. They'll certainly have the green light here. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Looking to throw. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll throw now on the final play. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Now we look now at their selections from this last draft. And, Charles, one thing that they were just unanimous in telling us is that they had their eyes on certain guys. They didn't think that they would get all of them, but they feel like they pretty much got everyone that they wanted. That's a rarity.
They never tipped their hand to the rest of the league either, Brandon, because what they did was they had the guys that they targeted, kept it close to the vest. They did have a few tense moments in the draft room, though, waiting for those guys to fall to them because they really didn't go after them. And that's part of the allure of the draft to so many viewers. Chess matches playing out between 32 teams. And this one, they feel like they got a checkmate on this one.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Up the middle, Nwangu. And this will be a Vikings first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Mario Edwards from his in spot able to push in there and drop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open is Powell. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They run. It's Oliver. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The slot man in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He'll look to throw. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Jalen Naylor, 26 yards, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
On second down, here's Nwangu. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mario Edwards Jr., a sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jalen Reagor, 29 yards. And the Vikings have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It has been a dream start to the preseason thus far as they look to finish things strong in the 4th quarter. First play's a run with Nwangu. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now 2nd and 5. Another run down for Nwangu. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have recovered.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And certainly this... We are in the fourth and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll work down inside the 45.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This is 2nd and 8. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 10-yard line. 94 yards rushing. For him in the ball game now on 14 carries. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. On the give is Nwangu. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
There you go. With the cash like Diego. God. Yeah. Just like Diego.
The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game. This is the player card. Here you can see your strengths and weaknesses by looking at your archetype ratings. Here are a player's motivations. How well your team aligns with each player's motivations will determine how interested that player is in re-signing with your team or joining your team as a free agent. All these diamonds on me go, just like Diego. God. Just like Diego. God. Yeah, got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah, they don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego.
Think we the same, we ain't the same. I'm the type to do this, we ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up. You the type to pay hitters.
Richard Branson. Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man. Then black is seasoned with my patterns. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving till I be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explode this war before I go. And that's some hours in my face brain. Now it's like worth for 10K all cause it is 10 gamers. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights. Hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head down stage to be like, see the crowd going air, to be like. So I step down stage to be like, ooh yeah. See the crowd going air, to be like, ooh yeah. Crazy, courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehaving, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give up about who be the latest, can't be locked up